On this week's episode of the Zach Nichols podcast, we review the action-packed two-night premiere, including Josh's decision to take John A over Tori, and if Sebastian is crushing on Tori for political reasons. Much, much more. To listen or watch our full episode, have access to exclusive content, and have first dibs on limited seating to potential live events, please join our Patreon at Zach Nichols Podcast. The link to everything is in the bio of our Instagram. This week's episode is sponsored by Profound Orthodontics. With offices in Kego Harbor, Bingham Farms, and Northville, it's the only place you should be going to get Invisalign or braces in the Metro Detroit area. Make sure you check them out when it's time for you to have a perfect smile. Profound Orthodontics. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first official edition of the Zach Nichols Podcast. Let's give the boy a round of applause, man.
Isn't this the second edition?
It's the first official. Now that people know that we're actually coming out with it and they're waiting on it and every Tuesday they're logging in to listen, you're a big deal now, right now. I'm not going to lie to you.
No. I'm a big deal because I'm a father.
Amen, brother. Amen.
But
That's what's important.
Before we get started,
please,
let me ask you something.
talk to me.
So today you texted me and you asked me if I would like some Jersey Mike's.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Is that your go-to sub shop?
I prefer Jersey Mike's at this point in my life. There was a time, and honestly, Subway is still underrated. But
No.
I would go. Would go to Subway.
I'd rather eat out of
and
a
then there was
dumpster.
back in Brighton, there used to be a Quiznos by Great Harvest Bread Company. And to this day, if I see a Quiznos, let me get the carbonara, no mushrooms, extra sauce. But let me ask you the same question: what's your go-to sub shop?
Hot sub or cold sub?
Ooh, for me, it's got to be hot.
If I'm getting a hot sub, it's Mancino's.
Oh, come on, that's cheating, bro. That's cheating.
If it's a cold sub, Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's. Man. See, you're going with the Brighton classics.
Dude, Jimmy John's just does it better.
They do.
But I have add-ons. I get the pickles,
Yeah.
the hot pepper relish. I'm a Jimmy John's guy through and through. I would rather eat out of a dumpster than eat Subway.
He's wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Subway's not bad. Subway, if you want to sponsor, maybe we can.
I've had every sub on the menu, and I've heard some trash about their bread, and I don't like Jared anymore.
Oh, well, that's fair. That's fair. Come on, guys. You got to be careful with who you choose. Do your background checks.
Moving on.
Let's move on.
Let's talk about this Challenge USA 2.
Let's talk about it. I want to get some housekeeping out of the way. First of all,
For sure.
Welcome to the first official episode of the Zach Nichols Podcast. Thank you all so much for your support. It means the world to us. Please be sure to continue to follow us, like our posts, share them with your friends, subscribe to the GOHT Media YouTube, where we will post the free portions of the pods. Like, comment, and share there, and then also on Apple, Spotify is where the free portion will be. But if you are a super fan, please, if you want the full episode, both the video or the audio, subscribe to our Patreon. It's affordable amount that allows us to put on the show for you guys and give our unfiltered, unedited, unapologetic opinions that you want and crave about the episodes that are currently airing and some other stuff. What's going on?
And it also gives us an opportunity to give back to our community and donate to charities.
Absolutely.
But we're talking real charities. We're not talking like charities with people who are making money off them. We're talking like if a kid is sick or they can't afford something, parents hit us up. That's charity to me.
Absolutely.
Find someone that actually needs it, like a kid is sick. Help them out.
Yep, especially here in Michigan. Anything we can do locally that we can do, we'd love to do it.
Let us know.
Absolutely. That was one big thing whenever me and Zach started talking about doing this full time, was he wanted to make sure that it wasn't just us entertaining. We have to give back to the community, which I couldn't agree with more.
And if we don't hear from anyone, we're going to donate to Brighton basketball or football.
Yeah, there you go, man. There you go.
You know?
Keep it in the
Kids
hometown.
need the jerseys.
Yeah, they do. So I want to give a second to thank everybody that's helping us get this done, most notably Jenna and your family. Thank you for allowing Zach to spend the time here in the studio. Also, monster shout out to all the challengers and all the personalities that have liked, followed, and shared our content. Jenna, of course, Tony, Kayla, Mark, Josh, Jordan, Marie, and Nani in the past. We really appreciate you, and we'd love to have you on the show sometime.
Hey, I want to give a big congrats to Marie.
Yes.
She's expecting. I think Marie is going to be in the Hall of Fame of moms, if you want my personal opinion.
I like that. Congratulations, Marie.
She's got the intensity to be one hell of a mom.
Yeah, no kidding.
Also, happy birthday to Marie.
Happy birthday, Marie. Thank you for all your support. All right, so let's get into the Challenge USA.
Yeah, shall we?
Before we get started, just so you guys know, I'm not a challenge historian. Okay, I'm learning just like some of you might be. I've seen a good amount of seasons, but I don't know everything. So I might need some help if I get one thing or two wrong. But I like a lot of the cast of this show, even though it's not as many OGs as I would have liked to see. I do like the cast.
But the good thing about there being a few OGs is for the first time, I think in a really long time, if ever, you get to see what the Big Brother people feel like coming into the MTV show, the flagship, if you will. So you kind of get, that's what we're learning and we're seeing secondhand through, Johnny, Wes, Corey, Amanda, Tori, and John A. is what these Big Brother and Survivor people have experienced coming out of the challenge, the flagship program, for the first time. Like, everyone's against you, your back's against the wall. Let's see who lasts.
That's a great point. For the first time, you're the outsider.
Yeah, you're the you can't run the show. Like, if they run the show here, then it'll prove that the challenge is the greatest competition show of all time, and the players on the challenge are the greatest, because this is a lot to deal with.
Right, it is. And although it is their game, it is the challengers' game, and it's something they've been playing for a while, they are vastly outnumbered.
Right.
And if they're able to continue to make alliances and influence the group, it's going to show a lot about, the mental wherewithal of these other challengers.
Yeah, there's no way you let 6 people come in and run your program. Like, that's tough.
And they started with 24. You're talking about, a quarter of the group. That's kind of crazy. So,
right.
6 of 24.
I'm still pulling for the OGs though.
Yeah, I think we might get lucky and have one of them make it to the final round, or to the final. But there's a lot. The odds are not in their favor. And after watching 2 episodes, we know they might lose one. So we'll get right into it. They take us to the yacht. First thought I have here: Paulie coming in looking like a rock star. He's got the multicolored hair.
That was the first thing I thought about when I saw this. I'm like, dude. And this is terrible because this is so hypocritical of me, and it's poetic. It's just so funny, but like the fashion of the opening scene, I don't fit it anymore because I was like a t-shirt and shorts guy, hoodie and sweatshirt. And I mean, you got Paulie wearing roadkill. He looks like Mark McGrath had a baby with Cisco, and Paulie's what came out. He stole all of Lenny Kravitz's jewelry.
Yeah, that's Kravitz.
Yeah,
the thumbs, the rings, and the
wearing roadkill, and then. So yeah, no, but here's the thing, like that opening scene, everyone's gonna see that outfit. And I used to get my fashion sense from Adam Sandler.
Yep.
Throw me a t-shirt, some shorts, and I'll be fine. I'll wear a hat, hide my terrible haircut, whatever it's gotta be, but they're really showing out. I mean, you see freaking Fessy looks like he's about to go skiing in the Alps.
Yeah, man. Fessy looks like he's going to freaking Vail. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, he's about to go skiing, Alps for sure. Then you have, even Wes spiffed it up. Like, I think he even wore like a nice little spiffy Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah, coming in on the jet skis.
Johnny always looks like a rock star from fucking Nickelback.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he
kills that. And then my next thing is like, do you think Josh has a stylist?
I would guess so.
Okay, well, if he has one, before he went on this season, he's like, listen, buddy, episode 1, I want Dumb and Dumber with a little Miami Vice cocaine. He came in wearing a powder blue leisure suit, and then it goes to his interview, and he's wearing a hot orange leisure suit, and I'm thinking, does he realize what he just did?
The Harry and Lloyd.
He literally just took the Dumb and Dumber banquet scene outfit and wore it in the same episode. He literally blew his fashion load all over the first episode. Like, what can you do from there? You literally went Miami Vice mixed with Dumb and Dumber. Where do you go from there? You can't go. Like, I thought I was spiffy when I would bust out a Hawaiian shirt.
That's hilarious.
That was huge.
When the braids on your head are the least loud thing that you're wearing, you're making a statement.
Josh came in so hot. Miami Vice, Dumb and Dumber. I will literally, like, you got to give it to him for that.
Yeah. What do you think of the no undershirt? What do you think of the no undershirt? The skin showing.
I think Josh's trying to show off the new bod. He said he was the healthiest he's ever been. I think he's been in the gym, and I think he's just trying to show it off. Get off his back.
Well, I hope.
Get off Josh's back. He's trying to show off the new and improved body.
Yeah. Look, he looks slim. He looks like he's, ready to physically perform in these challenges. I haven't seen it in these first 2 episodes, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, Josh. You talk this big game, Josh. Brother,
you wait till Josh is in. Dude, that guy can swim like a freaking boat.
Good luck. Good luck.
That guy can swim like a pontoon boat.
Well, he couldn't hold on to the stick in the second part of the episode. Hey now, as my boys on the I Don't Make the Rules podcast will say, that's a pause right there. But yeah, so John, real quick, back to Paulie. He's a guy that has a lot of character. An awesome competitor, definitely in shape. But I'm thinking what everyone else is thinking, which is this guy, he'll never feel validated until he wins a ring.
I don't think anyone really will feel truly validated until they win a ring.
I think Corey does, for some reason.
Here's the thing. Corey is one of the. I mean, so I can't speak to Survivor. A lot of the Survivor people and a lot of the Amazing Race. I've never watched Survivor.
Neither
Amazing
have
Race. I've watched a little bit of Big Brother because, like, when I know someone on a show, I can watch it because I can feel like I get connected. But if I don't know you and I can't, if the first episode doesn't grab me, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm sorry, but Survivor and Amazing Race, I tried. I watched like the first episode of a couple of seasons of each, and I was like, nope, can't do it. I can't even do it.
Yeah.
But I will say, Corey and Fessy are the two best all-around athletes on the show at this point.
That's a big statement.
No, they definitely are. From what I've seen, and from I know, I can't speak to a lot of these guys. I haven't seen enough of them, but I will say Corey and Fessy, in my opinion, are two of the best all-around athletes. Meaning they have quickness, they have agility, they are explosive.
Are you not overranking strength?
No, I'm not overranking strength because Corey's finished. He's finished finals. If you finish a final and you're standing and smiling and talking, you do have endurance.
Good point.
The only weakness that Corey has is puzzles, and he's getting better at them. So the other thing is he's from Grand Rapids. And did you watch his boxing match?
No, I didn't.
He was completely outsized. The guy was longer than him. And while Corey was attacking this dude the whole match, and while a lot of his moves were like refined, like boxing moves, a lot of what he brought to the ring, he learned from fucking Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah, backyard bro.
Yeah. So those two would be my guys who I think are the best all-around athletes. And I only give Fessy the nod over Corey because I know Fessy can do puzzles. However, Corey can eat. Corey will put that stuff down.
That is a big deal.
Won't. But
for those of you who've watched some of our previous podcasts, you're talking to a challenger. He always puts an emphasis on eating because he knows that's where time is made up in the challenge.
It's the worst, dude.
Yeah.
It is the worst. Like, it's terrible.
I respect it so much more because of how much you put an emphasis on it, because I know it must be such a big impact in these finals.
If you can eat, and there is, like, if you go to a final and there's no eating, like, thank your lucky stars. But if there is and you kill it, it's going to give you a huge advantage. It's the only reason why Hunter and Ashley probably won Final Reckoning is because Hunter just put it down.
Yeah.
So that's my point. But I will stand by this before it starts. They're not necessarily. Listen, this is Fessy's game to lose.
Wow.
He's got people on both sides.
Wow. Zach's wasting no time.
He's got people on both sides.
Yep, good point. With the Big Brother side and the challenge side.
He's the biggest, best all-around athlete. He's good at puzzles, and the guy kills every mini final.
Yeah.
He can move weight, he can run and carry weight. The guy is a monster. He's my choice right now. If I had to put money on someone winning, it'd be him.
Okay.
And the only thing that would screw that is if there's eating. That doesn't mean that I don't want Johnny or Wes to win.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we are going to do a little draft here in a little bit. At that point, I'll make my final
pick. Who you want
pick.
to win, who you think to win are completely different things.
Of course.
But I really want to see an OG win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is. Obviously, it'd be cool if it was Corey because it'd be his first, but I also want an old head to win because, like, those guys are 39 and 41.
Yeah, they're, you got that special, connection. I mean,
and
them.
If they win, we're still better.
Yeah. Fair enough. I don't know if I'm going to pick a veteran or not. I mean, the odds would tell me not to do so. The odds would tell me to pick someone from a Big Brother, from an Amazing Race, especially since they have the numbers, especially Big Brother people. But we'll get to that when we do a little draft.
If you're going to pick someone from CVS besides Fessy, you got to pick Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a one Big Brother guy that I like, but we'll see. So one final thought on Paulie. I just want to say this. It's got to be hard, essentially waking up next to the competitor that you haven't proven to be yet. I'm sorry, I just have to say it. Cara is so awesome. And every day when you wake up and you know what I'm saying, you give her a hug and you love her, and I'm sure he's proud of her. But I'm sorry, he's done what you have failed to do, or she's done what you have failed to do over and over and over again.
Okay, but how many cracks? She's had a lot more swings at it.
She has.
The kid's been on 3 challenges.
Okay.
He's made it to the final of, or maybe more than that. Let's see. He did Final Reckoning and then the War of the Worlds, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in 2 or 3 finals.
Yeah, he has. Like I said, I'm not a historian. Just the season that I've seen, you talk all this talk, you act like you're the big bad wolf, and you can't get the job done. Hey,
Paulie's Achilles,
prove me wrong, bro.
Paulie's Achilles heel is his pride and power. When he gets power, he completely loses his shit. You saw it. You saw it in
his first challenge.
No, you saw it in Big Brother.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see
ran
Big Brother.
house. He ran the house for like the first half of the show, and he knew he was the man there. He won like all the physical comps. And that eventually people were like, dude, you're too good at this. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And they got him out. Now, War of the Worlds 1 had a lot of power, didn't make it to the final. War of the Worlds 2 had all the power. Literally had everyone. I was like,
Because you weren't going for him.
no, I'm not going to go. Because I wanted to run the final with him. And by the time it got to a point, like, listen, I wanted the final to be like me, Nani, Jordan, Tori, Cara, Paulie, Cam, Leroy, if we could. And that, to me, I didn't want Ninja there. I didn't really want, but here's the thing, is like there was a lot of people that could have ran that final. We could have been great. We couldn't, actually could have not lost a single, if we would have just stayed together as a team, our entire team minus Faith would have made it to the final there. But Paulie they got the power and they just were like, hey, if you disagree with us, you're out of here. That's why I was like, hey, let me just sit on this fence.
Let me skate.
Yeah, let me skate.
Yeah, let me skate. And we know how that turned out. But hey, Paulie, you got to believe her over here. You're gonna have to make one out of me. I'll just say that. They go through the rest of the. I'm just saying. We'll go through the rest. They go through the rest of the challengers. There's Sebastian, Josh, of course we know, Dusty, Luis, Chris, and then they let us know that there's going to be one women winner and one man winner, one male winner. How do you think this changes your mindset going into it?
So far, just knowing that there's a winner on each side.
Rather than one only.
Not much.
Not much
at this point. It doesn't do much because it's like, listen, you go into these things, there's 30 people, and in your head you're thinking, how the hell am I going to get to the end of this?
Yeah.
So like them saying there's 2 winners, I'm like, all right, cool. At least I won't get beat in a puzzle at the very end by someone and lose a chance at winning a ton of money.
Right.
So that doesn't change my opinion. What I need to know is when you see the voting structure and the structure of the game, like whether it's like 3 big teams.
Yeah.
I like teams because you can hide on a team. And more than likely, if you're good, people on your team are going to try to keep you there because they want to win. And then if you have connections, people on other teams are going to be like, hey, he's cool. But they also don't want the repercussions. So I like the big teams for my game personally.
Got you.
It keeps you, dude, listen, I could ride a fence for a solid season. I would stay out of elimination for a longer time with teams than when it gets individual.
Well, you do a really good job in team situations because no one wants to face you in a final, and you're not making them want you out of there. You know what I mean? So like, if you're not putting yourself in a position where you're, going for people, and also no one wants to see you in an elimination, you're able to do that. And I think that's probably going to be Fessy. It seems like that's Fessy's strategy so far,
dude. Some of the best parts of the episode, we just gotta say it, are when like Fessy's exes are arguing or fighting, and they zoom in on his face, and he's just looking straight ahead because he knows there's half the cameras are on the fight, and the other half of the cameras are on his face, and he'll just be staring straight ahead. And that's why one of the reasons why you gotta love Bananas on the show is because he's like, Fessy, get in here and handle your women, dude. Listen. I love those little quips, those things in between scenes or exiting scenes. Those things kill me, and I would say Johnny Bananas does about 90% of them. Corey had a good one too. Remember, like they're in the room and they're arguing back and forth, or Tori's talking about like, I don't want to go in, but if I do go in, I'm gonna come back in with all this vengeance. And Tori's just like, right before the scene cuts out, Tori's like, hell yeah. That kill. I don't know, for some reason that killed me. Just like it was like the most perfect like hell yeah. It just was like, she's like, and if I come back, I'm raising hell. And he's like, hell yeah. Those things are what like kill me. I look for those things. Like I love them. And there was a few good ones. And you also like, part of this challenge too is like, if someone kills their interviews and they're just giving like bomb one-liners, like I want them to stay. And I'll tell you what, Johnny may have had one of the best analogies ever when we can talk about when we get there, but when Josh was on the stick,
No,
or
give it to them
the
now.
lollipop,
Yeah,
and
give it to them
Johnny
now.
compared to him as a melting candle, and he's a dude. And then he looks over to the side and he just has this look of disgust on his face. I was like, that was literally like, that to me means more than like doing well in the challenge. Like if you can literally make me laugh and want to watch that scene over, because they're cutting to Josh just absolutely melting on that thing, dude. Like, and you saw his face, dude. His face was like, I'm going down. Yeah. And Johnny just being like, Josh is like a melted candle, and just every second you're just watching him, and then eventually he's just gonna drip off and fall into the water. I was legit rolling. That was, to me, that was the best one-liner of any of the episodes.
Yeah, that was hysterical.
But anyways, let's get back to where we're at. So we went
right.
over Paulie.
So yeah, we know where Paulie, and then this is right before they introduced the Hopper, right? And
wait. Have they introduced like the OGs yet? Because
No.
we have to talk about this.
Not
This
yet,
is, like,
but get into it.
So there's 2 fails on the first episode, and it was not by anyone on the cast. It was just all production. And my number one issue, no elimination round. Like, I want an elimination round. Unless there's a huge fight or something crazy happens, like someone gets voted off or kicked off or punched someone in the face, we, as fans, we need an elimination round.
Did they not make it up for it by showing 2 in that next episode, or no?
They did.
Okay.
They did, but like, dude, what would have been better? Having 1 and then 2.
Yeah.
Now, the second one was, you want these vets to be intimidating, right?
Yeah, you'd hope so.
Like, when they come in, you want them to look tough. Have you ever been intimidated by 2 dudes on a jet ski?
not coming from Michigan.
Now,
Sorry.
yeah, we spend a lot of times on lakes, and anytime I see 2 dudes on jet skis, I'm like, weirdos.
Yeah.
Have you ever been intimidated by a guy riding bitch to a girl on a jet ski?
Nah, not a chance.
No. And I'm sorry, this may be the most sexist thing I've said thus far. If you're on a jet ski with a female, take the reins.
Yeah.
I don't care if that's her grandpa's jet ski and you've met the guy 5 minutes ago and you hopped on, you take the reins. That's my only issue with Corey thus far this season. And then, like, I mean, obviously 2 girls on a jet ski. Like, a lot of pornos start that way. So, like, whatever. Like, that's not a big deal. But, like, again, CBS, spring for, 3 extra jet skis, or drop them from the sky, or something better than tandem jet skis. Like, you can't afford 3 more jet skis.
I think they could. And Corey, my man, come on, you know better than that, man. You from Michigan, bro. Come on, you don't sit in the back seat of the
And
saddle.
hold the strap.
Yeah.
Looking fierce.
Yeah.
That was so fierce. No, you can, CBS, do better. Be better. Be better than that.
Do better, be better.
They're trying to make these guys come on the show. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they're trying to play them. But you want these people to come in and you want them to look intimidating. Spring for at least 3 more jet skis, or bring them all in on 1 boat.
Yeah.
Then it's not as bad. But that, to me, I was like, oh.
Yeah, and pretending that it was a surprise. Come on now.
Yeah.
Are we 5 years old here?
Dude, Wes and Johnny just look so stupid.
I know. It's really okay. Let me ask you this. One of our mutual friends, Ms. Roxanne, not really your friend, but your admirer. Remember, Bennett mentioned it, how she asked for the request, and he had got you to say, "Hey, Roxanne."
Oh yeah.
So a friend of ours, she wanted to know what's your opinion on Wes, and then I guess my question, in addition to that, is like, is it weird how him and Bananas are like best friends now? It's like,
No, because if Wes explained it perfectly. They're family.
Yeah,
we're all like anyone. Like the challenge is a family.
Yeah,
you may not like them, but at the end, like that's why I'm sitting here saying like I want an OG to win, because like I may not like half of them. I may not like someone, but if it's them against someone from CBS, I'm choosing them.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is like it's dysfunctional. You don't always like each other. You sometimes hate each other, but you always have each other's backs in those situations. So no, it's not weird to me, and also like. I don't know. It just makes sense here. Like, what are they going to do? Try to cannibalize each other while the rest of the house is going for them? Like, it just makes sense. And that's the other thing is, I always worry that one of them is going to cross the line and do something stupid. But no, it doesn't weird me out at all.
I feel like the old West might have tried to infiltrate this team and like be like, yeah, no one likes me, and let's kind of band together. But they're sticking together pretty publicly here.
Oh, he has to.
Yeah.
Because what do I think about Wes? Wes is like an older brother to me in the show. He's pissed me off. He's done things that have screwed me over, taught me lessons at the same time. But like, I love Wes, and he makes me laugh. Like watching him try to plead his case sometimes, I'm like, oh, dude. You make it sound so well, but everyone knows you're full of shit.
He's such a smooth talker, man. The way that he, I forgot what he said in the elimination, trying to get them not to vote in bananas, but it was like so smooth, and they're just
It was smooth. It was.
And
And I don't know if those,
I almost bought it personally.
I know it's Wes. I didn't buy it. I do like Wes with a beard. To me, is better than any other Wes we've ever had.
Yeah, the Gandalf beard. It's just, like you're
Wes,
wise.
Yeah, no. Wes is like Wes and Johnny are like just like the two creepy uncles of the group.
Yeah, totally.
You know, but for different reasons.
Okay, so we'll move on. So they show this hopper, and they kind of know as soon as we see it, we know that this is going to be a big part of the season, just because it's a crazy contraption here. They bring in the vets, and then they kind of get to going, letting us know that we're going to start picking teams right now, and the hopper is going to choose the captains. So tell me what you think about this hopper right off rip.
I mean, there was a hopper. I mean, I don't know if it was a hopper last season. There wasn't. There was like an algorithm. So what it does is it evens the playing field. And that's all that. To me, it just shows that it's going to even the playing field. Like, if this is how we're going to pick the captains, fine. I personally don't know if... I mean, I wouldn't mind being a captain in this case, but like a lot of times, like I'm like, I don't want to be a captain. Like, leave me out of it.
Yeah, you don't want to be a spotlight.
Right. But Josh seemed fired up.
Yeah.
The issue with Josh that he has is like Josh is just like a fire hydrant without the top, and it's just like the emotion just pours out. If he's happy, it pours out. If he's upset, it pours out. Like, he has no ability to cap it and lock it and keep it in.
Oh, and he had to give that toast. Guys, I'm so honored to be competing with you guys this vacation or this.
I think Johnny was like happy to hand that over because, like, dude, it's just got to be a lot of pressure to have to write a speech every season, a toast. So
it's not pressure for Josh. He was ready
one,
for
I will say Josh is my boy, but that one, all I heard after that one was wah 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 wah. That was. You could tell he was nervous too. He was like quivering.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, I guess I never. Okay, you kind of put it in perspective to me. I guess it is kind of like a passing the torch type of thing, where and that I guess that is kind of nice.
I would never. I'd be like, I'm all set. I don't want to do that.
I'm good.
You know, who else had some bad toast? There's been some bad ones before, but that one was rough.
Yeah, it was just too eager, man. You gotta play it cool. Gotta play it cool. So back to the he gets that first pick and he acts like he wins the lottery. Loses his mind. You haven't won a challenge. You haven't. I don't even think to this exact moment. Is he on blue? No, he's on.
He's red.
He's red. Yeah, still haven't won a challenge, guy. But he gets a first pick and he chooses Johnny over Tori. Interesting pick.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. So Tori is a beast in every sense of the word. Her social game is sometimes a little messy. I think he's just a super fan of Johnny, and I will tell you, really happy to see that what she's been able to accomplish on All Stars.
Yeah.
The only hesitation I would have is it's a lot easier to run finals against like, you know, people like who are in their like 40s, late 30s, than it is to do it against some of the people on the flagship. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from her because I think that what she has done in her life in general is incredible. I couldn't be happier for her. She's in a great place, and she's got confidence out the roof, and that is really nice to see. I don't know if that would have been my first pick because I don't know. See, but here's the other thing is I think personally he picked her because she's almost like this. She can solve puzzles like close to as well as CT. She's that type of competitor where she's got some of the physical stuff that you need, but she's also like really, really good. She'll look at a puzzle and just get it.
Yeah. It's unfair for me to hate the pick in retrospect, knowing what we know.
I know you don't like the pick because I think you're looking at it like a lot of people will be like, All Star seems like a more fun, laid back. A lot of the like old timers coming back, they don't work out like they used to, where it's like the people on the flagship are still like training like professional athletes type of thing. So I get both sides, but also like the ability she can run and she can solve puzzles, and that's huge. And it's not like you're losing much of anything else. And she carries herself with confidence. That's probably one of the reasons. Now the confidence that she carries herself with is it's crazy. Like from where she came to where she is
Yeah.
now, huge. So I get the pick. I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
I would have been like she would have been like a second or third round pick for me.
Sure.
But
I would say this. Like I would say this as an objective opinion. There's no way that I'm taking anyone over Tori in a final from that group.
No,
right? There's other women.
You can dislike her,
Yeah,
and you can dislike her sloppy gameplay sometimes, but you have to admit she is a shit brick house.
As a person, as her personal choices and the
right.
way that she does her relation, whatever. I don't care about
And
any
she's
of
not
that.
bad at puzzles either. That's
Yeah.
the thing. She's a beast, and she's good at almost everything.
Physically, in that house, there's no one that can touch her.
No, I will have to admit. You know who I think is going to be her biggest competition that she may have ever had is Desi.
I'm glad you
Because
said that
here's the
because
thing.
I did fall in love with Desi in this episode
I
more
know
ways
you
than
did.
one.
You texted me and you tagged me in that, and I saw it, and I think she responded. If I'm not,
She did. She posted something that she was blushing, but then I found out she was engaged, and I felt stupid. But
right. But see,
I love you still.
on USA 1, she made it to the final, and she got kicked. She got booted from the final in the first leg because her partner couldn't swim.
I heard about that, and I do need to go back and watch that. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't. I will.
And she dominated that entire season, and then she got to the final, and she killed the swim, and he quit on her. And I just want to, here's a little PSA. I'm not talking if you're a bad swimmer. This dude had a life jacket on and panicked and said he couldn't catch his breath. He was gonna suffocate or something. So here's my thing: if you are that afraid of water, by all means, come on the challenge so we can make fun of you.
Yeah.
But don't let yourself get to a final because you don't want to be the person who causes someone else to lose a chance at that money. I've almost been that person, and I can swim very well.
Thank you for
And
enjoying
here's
the
my
free
thing.
portion of the Zach Nichols podcast. If you'd like to watch or listen
he
to the
might have
full
lost her that
unedited
money. She
version,
probably
please
would've
be
gone
sure
on
to
to
join
win
our
that
Patreon
season.
at
And
patreon.com/Zach
that's why
Nichols podcast.
if anyone's gonna
the link
be
is in the description.
giving Tori
no
a
matter
run
if you're
for her
watching
money
on
this season,
YouTube,
it's going to be
listening
her.
on Apple
She's a
Podcast
beast.
or
And
Spotify.
she did
you
that
can find it
lollipop
there.
challenge.
Thank you
twice.
so
She
much, and we hope that
she
you join our
finished it
Patreon.
twice. That to me, she's the. I don't even think she's the underdog here. I think she's the clear because her alliances are better. She was on a season of the challenge already, so she's not intimidated by big situations.
Right.
She wants it too because she got screwed. Dude, trust
crazy.
me, she's got the eye of the tiger.
We didn't talk about this, guys, and it's crazy
that
you're saying this, and I'm glad you told me about last season. Like I said, I do have to go back and watch because I am kind of behind on this, but the confidence that she had in that nomination, guys, I really think for unbiased reasons, I think Tori and Bananas are the best picks, and that's who we're picking, guys. And that confidence, not demanding, not by intimidation, by logic and strength. She has the confidence to take this game.
Well, definitely. But here's the other thing is, the other thing that you might be thinking of is sometimes if you were to lose, if you're on this team and you lose, sometimes that team votes for who's going in, which is why Josh picked Paulie.
Right.
Or maybe not. I don't know. Actually, that doesn't make sense because Paulie would vote for him. So I think a lot of people were straying away from Bananas because they didn't want to have to play the mental game against him. If he's on your team and you lose and you have to vote one of your teammates in, people didn't want to play the social game against him.
Right.
So I was upset that he didn't get picked sooner. This is a 7-time winner. This is someone who has a legitimate argument at the best to ever do it. He's won the most, which gives him a leg up in that. And you're going to let him sit in the deck for that long? You're gonna let the Joker that sit, that's the wild card, dude. That's a trump card in a lot of situations, and you're gonna let him sit around for that long. That just shows me that either people don't think he has it anymore, or people are afraid to have them on their team because they know that they'll go before him.
Yeah, I was listening to, I think that's a great point. I was listening to the Challenge Fandom podcast for the first time. Rick, who is a co-host for them, he's been super supportive since we started. So I just wanted to see, what they had to say. And they made, one of them made a great point, which was, once you hear there's one man and one woman winner, kind of stay away from that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Why are you going to put the winningest guy on your team if there's one? But here's the thing you also have to remember. When they say that there's one male and one female winner, that means that this team, this 3 big team situation's only going to last for so many weeks, episodes, however you want to look at it. So,
or do you think there's sorry, go ahead.
My opinion
Dope shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah, Jenna bought me this from Outer Banks because I was, I had we just actually went to the Outer Banks last week in North Carolina.
Oh, it's awesome.
Not because of the show, but because my sister reads a lot of Nicholas Sparks books.
Oh.
And she's been going there for a couple of years now. She invited the whole family, and so Jenna's never want to turn down a vacay.
Why not?
So we went, and sometimes it's a little awkward drinking in front of your in-laws. So like I know my brother-in-law like tips and toes around that, and like might try to like maybe sneak a little vodka and just lemonade here and there. And like this is my family, like we're gonna have some beers, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna crack a few open.
We were drunken grown-ups.
Yeah.
And when we saw this shirt, we were like, dude, that's perfect. Now, what I will say is if you're looking for a great beach, go there. Don't go to the touristy part. Go to Hatteras. Go away from everyone. And you're going to have about a football field's worth of beach to yourself. But I will also say taking a vacation with 2 kids under 2 is not relaxing.
Yeah. It can't
Not
be.
even at all.
Not when you're driving.
No. Well, yeah, we had to drive because flying in there was a little bit difficult. And we were just like, listen, let's just drive. Instantly, Jenna regretted that decision. I'm so scared to drive anywhere with her now because I thought she was going to like rip my head off. Not because of me, but because the kids were out of control.
Yeah. She took the wheel or no?
Yeah.
She took the wheel?
She took the wheel. On the way there, she drove half.
What a beast. Barbie beast, guys.
But that's because she didn't want to sit in the back with the kids and deal with them. Like, we couldn't get, like, it was just a mess. But anyways,
fun.
Outer Banks is amazing. Let's go back to what we were talking about.
Back to bananas, right? We were talking about how he was picked a little bit later.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So that goes on. We there are some other things in the draft, but we'll keep it going along. And then
Who's like your sleeper? Like if you had to pick one person.
Ooh, I love that.
That was like you're looking at and you're like, I think that they could do well, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
Like mine, because mine.
If you say mine, I'll be pissed. Go.
Tyler from Big Brother.
Tyler. Okay. All
Is
right.
that what
Not
you
my
thought?
pick. Nope. I got Chris from Survivor.
Okay, yeah. No, listen, Survivor people are good. But here's the thing. I watched a lot of that season of Big Brother.
Yeah.
And Tyler he was handing out deals like he was Oprah. Like, you get a deal, you get a deal, you get a deal. But he kept it low key. It finally caught up to him. But I think that he won a lot of the comps too. He was very good at competition. So if he can but the challenge competitions are more physical. So he's got to prove to me that he can handle these competitions.
Right. And he did make it across in the Lollipop Challenge.
He did. But do you also kind of feel like he was watching like NSYNC when Justin Timberlake had like the ramen noodles on top of his head, and
yeah.
I feel like he was like, "Yo, I want ramen noodle here, but I want to boil that ramen."
Yep.
You know,
like,
it looks like
out.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to smuggle ramen out of prison all the time.
He's a bra for sure, dude. I think he said some point. He's like, "Yo, this is like Big Brother." Like,
yeah,
like very.
Actually,
yeah.
I think he's from either North or South Carolina, if I remember correctly. Listen. If he can keep that same social game and energy that he had from his first Big Brother season, not the All-Stars because he kind of had a meltdown.
Yeah.
And he's a comp beast here. Like I think he has a good shot because I also think he's going to fly under the radar and he's got a likable personality. But yeah, that would be my sleeper. But I'm picking, if I got to pick and I'm seeing the teams, I'm looking at them.
Yep.
I'm picking Fessy to win.
Okay.
He would be my third pick of who I want to win. Probably fourth. I think I would want to see either one of the OGs win. I'd like to see Corey get a win. He deserves it. He's given the challenge a lot. He's given MTV a lot.
He has.
But I would also think that Fessy, dude, if this is your challenge to win, dude. Like this is your soft toss. Not saying it's going to be easy, but you got the OGs. You have your Big Brother people. You're a CBS kid, and you're 6'5", 240, and probably like one of the best all-around athletes to ever do the show. People always ask me who wins in Hall Brawl. I don't ever want to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to know. I think nowadays him, you know,
and he got 10 years on him. That's a lot of wear and tear.
But also he's 6'4", 240. He can dunk. He's posted videos of him running routes, catching balls. Like the kid is a freak athlete. He's playing like slam ball right now. He's on a professional not. Is it slam ball? It's on the trampolines.
Oh yeah, I think it is. Slam
He's
ball.
like the stopper, dude. He's like the defender, dude. This kid is a freak athlete. He wins all the mini finals every season he does. This is his season to lose, dude. If you could bet on this, like I would throw some cash on him.
Well, we can. We're gonna do a little bet. We're gonna do a little game. You ready? I'm going to tell you the rules.
All right.
Let's compete.
All right.
So I want to play a little game where essentially we choose. There's 22 people left. Obviously, we're doing this episode before or after episodes 1 and 2, where I got you a list of all the challengers here. Now there's 22 people left. We'll do a draft, and the way that we're going to score it is however order that they go out, they get that point. So, like, if we had drafted Amira, she would have had 1 point. If we had drafted Janae, she would have been worth 2 points. And the person with the highest points at the end of the season is going to win. So I'm going to give you the first pick. So if you want to pick Fessy, now's your chance.
Well, yeah, I'm going to pick. You know what? I can't do that because it's, I'm not going to go outside of the family.
Okay.
So my first pick is going to be bananas.
Okay. I like that. All right. For my first pick, I'm going to take Corey. How about that?
All right, and I'll take Fessy.
Okay. And then I'll bounce back with Wes.
All right, now I got to get smart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to go for a Survivor guy. Give me Chris from Survivor.
Okay. Stole my pick.
Wait, are we doing all guys and then all girls?
No, you can pick whatever.
Oh, shit.
You want to switch your pick?
Yeah, I don't want Chris from Survivor. I want Desi.
Okay, great. I'll take Chris here.
All right, then I'll take Tori.
Damn it. Okay, I'll take your guy Paulie here.
All right, and then give me Josh.
You got Josh?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Have I taken Wes?
Yeah, you got Wes.
Okay, so you got Josh. I'm gonna take. You got Josh, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me Alyssa
Which one?
Snyder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like her.
Okay.
Maybe I just like her, but
Let me see.
there's
Josh
a lot of women
Sigmund.
I like on the show. We'll get, I can't get into that with you. I need somebody single on this show, man.
Do I already have Fessy? Yeah, I got
Yeah,
Fessy.
you got Fessy.
All right, I want. Now it gets kind of tricky. Give me. I'll take Tyler.
Okay, you're gonna go Tyler here. I'm gonna go Cassidy.
I'll go Michaela.
Give me Michelle.
Oh, that was my next pick. Can't stand her, but that was my next pick. Give me the other Alyssa. You took Snyder. I'll take Lopez.
Okay, I'll take Dusty.
Ooh. Let's see. I'll take Seabass.
Nice pick.
Sebastian.
He's a sleeper pick.
He's a sleeper and a stage 5 clinger.
Yeah, yeah, he is. All right,
Listen, people, if someone ever tells you that they like you, like they're attracted to you very, 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 very much, and then they tell you, thank you,
it means he likes your ass.
it means he likes you, but if all the response to that is thank you, run.
You're getting friend zone, my boy.
Yeah.
All right, I don't have a ton of options here. Give me. I heard she's from Detroit. My cousin Sam told me that. Give me Tiffany.
Give me Chris from Survivor.
Didn't I take him?
If you did.
Yeah, I think I did.
All right, then I'll take Monty.
Okay, and then we just have a few left here. Wait, is that everybody?
No, there's still a few people. There's. Wait. I took Michaela. You took Paulie.
Yeah,
you took Cassidy. No one took Louise.
Oh yeah, so left is Louise, Chanel, and Amanda.
All right.
I know who I'm ending up with.
I don't either. We can leave her out if we have to.
No, I get her for my last pick. So
okay.
So wait, hold on. Is it on? Is it on me? Okay. I'm gonna.
There's Chanel. You said Chanel. Amanda.
So I get to pick Chanel or Louise. I'm gonna take Louise and leave you with Chanel.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Cool. We got the rosters. We'll be keeping track of that starting this next week. So good luck.
Yeah. All right, so we got the teams. So then they're going to the first challenge, right?
Yep. Thank you for enjoying the free portion of the Zach Nichols podcast. If you'd like to watch or listen to the full unedited version, please be sure to join our Patreon at patreon.com/Zach Nichols podcast. The link is in the description. No matter if you're watching on YouTube, listening on Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, you can find it there. Thank you so much, and we hope that you join our Patreon family.